Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, the Fantastic Spirit, Double B Bad Blood. Once again, joined by these two jokers right here, the mixologist, professional wrestler, Mr. Chemical Julian, and that dude in the chair right there, Shane Husky. And what do you guys think about the new Roundtable Pro Wrestling podcast opener?
I love the intro, man.
It was great.
It was down to literally down to the wire. The last minute, the last bit of rendering was taking place, and I'm like, dude, hurry the fuck up. We got to go live in like 10 seconds, and it was taking forever. And I was like, no, hurry up.
and the finish like just in the nick of time.
It finished like just in the nick of time.
Raw was a thorn in your eye.
So I was gonna put like a cute little Raw's War type of like screaming intro, and I'm like, no one gives a fuck.
Oh, we should do retro reviews of the Monday Night Wars.
Hey man, so like my favorite stage entrance back during like the 2000 and the old games was the whole Brood thing where they came up through the flaming the flaming
stage.
Yeah. And like the generic Raw is War music when someone was walking into the ring. It worked out pretty well for my character. Yeah.
crazy. Well, so what do you guys think, man? We're on the road to friggin' WrestleMania, man. And the road goes through Chicago.
Rollins doesn't have a date.
He doesn't have a date at Mania.
Man, we're like around the corner from prom, and Seth ain't got a woman. He ain't got nobody. What's he gonna do?
He's over here like, dude. He's over here like, hey, I'm asking everybody
really
for a
funny.
date.
It'd be funny if there were like a bunch of people in the back who were like, hey, look, man, you be hurting people that buckle bomb, and like, we trying to have some long careers.
Ain't nobody trying to hang out with you.
you get a little excited during Mania, so you might go find somebody else.
Yeah, man, that's what it sounds like. But what it does sound like to me is this, ladies and gentlemen.
He's about to call Gilbert.
It has been long overdue.
Long overdue.
I had the biggest Kool-Aid smile. I was like, oh yeah, when I saw this. April 4th. Veer is coming.
Finally.
Yes. April 4th. Veer is coming.
They committed to it.
They were like, this motherfucker's going to be here April 4th. We already got him an Uber. He ain't going to be in IKEA. He ain't sitting in IKEA no more with his fucking penny loafers on, chilling, looking like a male model. No, he would be in the house the Monday after WrestleMania.
Remember how Stone Cold and Booker T had their supermarket match?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What if somebody in Veer have an IKEA match? And you know how IKEA has all those twists and turns?
Yeah,
so
they really do.
The first person to get out of IKEA wins.
And it won't be Veer.
It'd be like a Punjabi, like.
It'd be a fall collection from IKEA match.
It'd be an IKEA maze match.
IKEA maze match. The first one out of IKEA wins.
Hey.
And to buy
you can't cheat because you can't look at the arrows on the floor either. You got to like fucking figure your way out.
They have to take the arrows off. They have to take all.
And you have to buy the most things with $500.
Dude, I'm there. I am so all about that life.
Yeah, seriously. Hey, do it.
With all the matching parts. I mean, you gotta have the slats for the bed. You gotta have the frame.
You can't be at IKEA with that because that shit never happens.
Vince, if you're watching us, and we know you're watching us, you got to do this, man. Mm-hmm.
Well, let's do this. Let's do this. We're gonna go to a quick commercial break so we can be joined by.
Already? It's only been 4 minutes.
Anissa's in the house, man. She's sitting in the main room. She's just chilling. She wants to be on the stream too. I mean, she's like, Veer's coming. Why can't I come in? So I mean, I'm trying to let her in.
Commercial.
Well, all right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, with the quickness, we're gonna be right back if I can find the damn commercial.
Professional wrestling is one of the toughest sports going today. If you ever dreamed of being a professional wrestler, then former WWE superstar and World Tag Team Champion Sir Mo of the famed tag team Men on a Mission invites you, yes, you, to join his Bumps and Bruises Academy. Now in 2 locations in Carrollton, Texas and Sherwood, Arkansas. Allow Sir Mo and his head coach, Dante Smiley, and other coaches to get you on the road to an exciting and rewarding career. Classes forming now for your shot. Contact Sir Mo at 704-819-7312 or fill out an information questionnaire now. Don't wait. Make your dreams come true today by joining the Bumps and Bruises Pro Wrestling Academy.
Hi, this is James Beard with SWE Fury, and you're watching the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast.
And we are back. And Nisa, can you hear us now?
No.
Yes.
She's like, I can't hear you guys. I'm like, it's a commercial.
Commercial.
Welcome. Hey, you totally missed the brand new intro that I created.
Oh, what was it?
It's in our group chat, by the way. You can go back and look at it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty good.
Stressed me out.
I don't know why I'm blurry, but here we are.
It's Monday. And you know what that means? We're on the road to WrestleMania. Beer is coming April 4th.
April 4th.
April 4th.
Background.
You have a commitment for beer.
We shall see. We shall really see.
Oh,
If beer doesn't show up April 4th, I'm going to riot.
April Fools.
I'm going to be like, this is the fuck the April's joke.
Crime spree.
I'm gonna go to IKEA and start tossing shit. Screaming beer while through IKEA.
Give them the $1 million elbow.
Right? Just all through IKEA, just smashing shit. Throwing meatballs and shit and everything. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. The crew is all here. What did you guys think of this this Monday Night Raw?
Most of it was meh.
Most of it?
Besides the beginning.
So, unlike previous weeks, we kind of got a little shortchanged on the number of matches, but that is because Kevin Owens' most excellent intro ran a little bit long, which I guess wasn't too bad. The rest of the matches that we got told some stories, although the women's tag team match stuff is a little bit convoluted. They tried to do a swerve there, but I mean, whatever. Omos is, dude. I don't know where they're.
Can we not talk about that? Can we
not talk
about that? Because I don't want to see Omos versus General Aziz at WrestleMania.
They seem hell bent on giving him a match at Mania, and I mean, granted, it's not like it's going to take a whole bunch of time or a whole bunch of real estate.
You'll be funny. What if it was Omos versus Seth Rollins?
Jesus Christ.
No, I think it's gonna be Bobby Lashley versus Omos.
Well, and that will be so horrible if Bobby Lashley literally got regulated to wrestling Omos.
Correct.
It's a prediction.
I mean, it's
but it's like Big E gets sent to the back of the line, all the way back to SmackDown, back to the line.
Yeah,
and then
he got traded.
Then Bobby gets sent to wrestle Omos.
I mean, here's the thing, man. Please, oh God, please don't have Omos wrestle anyone at WrestleMania. The guy is horrible. It's one of the worst. He's one of the worst guys ever. I mean, yeah, he's 7 feet tall, but so is Big Cass, and you can't teach that. So to have Omos, who look, AJ Styles can make anybody look good.
Anybody.
He could make Omos look good. I'm sorry, he cannot make that fucking guy look good. So you're gonna have General Aziz versus Omos. That's gonna be on the pre-show at WrestleMania. I'm predicting it right now.
No, it's gonna be the main event of night 2. What are you talking about?
It might be the main event of night 1 because we ain't gonna have no Steve Austin match.
Maybe it's gonna be Kurgan.
Kurgan's been a wrestler. Maybe to be the Yeti. Yeah, I said that.
Maybe Omos will just come back and reform the Human Oddities.
Jesus Christ, no. Jesus Christ, no. Golga. Who's Golga? Who's going to be Golga? Yeah. Anyway, let's get into this Monday Night Raw.
They're actually doing something with.
Let's stop talking about it because we keep talking about it. The next thing you know, next week on Raw, they're going to freaking announce it. So let's not speak that into existence. Whoa, look at that.
Sorry.
Hopefully, Giant Silver
I was like, whoa.
Still keeping his accounting job.
Let's hope so. So let's do this. Anissa, what were your first thoughts on the first match of the night? Because 37 minutes into the show, we got a match. Yeah. See, I told you guys. You guys were talking about how. Remember, you guys were like, dude, I can't believe Raw starting out like Rampage, right to the ring for a match.
Yeah.
And what I say? I said, stop talking about it because if you keep talking about it, Vince is gonna be like, taking it back. And that's what he did.
Remember what I said?
I don't want to talk about
it.
It
was like, hey, Mania's coming. Well, his little nose candy for you.
Give him
come on.
Give me what I want.
Try a little some of this. I got some bennies. I got some Quaaludes. I got some. Now you got nothing.
Nothing.
They suckered us in. That's all right though.
Give me what I want.
I thought there was too many promos.
Yeah.
It was just way too long. That's why I feel like some of the matches were too short. And some of the matches, I don't know why they're there, but I feel like it was just too many promos and I was just starting to get over it. Just a bit.
So can I just say that I have never understood the Dirty Dogs?
He should have been called the Glorious Show Off.
Can I just
say? They had it
right there. Say Keith Lee looks like the kind of guy that was signing guest book at a museum.
Keith Lee is that type of guy who will listen to the Roundtable Pro Wrestling podcast and also watches it on TV.
Yes, I believe that.
So, Portland area 3 times a week.
So, and he said, "Well, you said the promos were too long."
Yeah.
What else do you think?
I thought some of the matches are all right. My favorite thing of the night was Becky Lynch's promo. I thought that was really, really good.
Yeah, we'll get into that promo because that was fire. I mean, that was fire. There's just so much to uncork. Look. The whole Seth Rollins character right now.
Love it.
Desperation is not a good thing. On him.
With his Wario laugh.
The laugh gets me every time. It's not his drip. It's not his drip, not his clothes. You know what I'm saying? It's the laugh. It's like, dude, he sounds like Snidely Whiplash. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get you. I fucking love it.
Get him, Motley.
Yeah, get him. I love it. Things I loved about this show. Seth Rollins. He can do no wrong.
No,
he can do no wrong. AJ Styles can do no wrong. The storyline between Carmella and Zelina Vega, the whole swerve they pull, I call that a mile away. You can just see it happening, but it was awesome. So I like that.
Yeah.
I like the shenanigans with that. But honestly, this is bullshit, man.
Hey, I gotta throw one more log on the fire there.
Mm-hmm.
Heel Miz going into Mania is always at his best.
Yes.
Snatching off Rey Mysterio's mask.
No. So snatching off the mask was the gravy. That skull crushing finale he gave him, dude, was fire.
That was clean.
Just set him up. Bow.
That was a clean
skull crushing mask, and just you give the Miz the proper motivation, like an actor. What's my motivation? What's my motivation? You give him the proper motivation. Thankfully, this week he was not fucking bogged down by Logan
Trash Ball.
Jesus, last week, the look on the dude's face like, what do I do next? Where do I go? Which way did he go? Oh, just let the Miz be out there, do his thing, and be the heel that he is. That was great.
Miz is one of those guys that when you give him a mic and you just let him go, the dude is on. The dude is fucking on all the time. Like, he has money, like legit money. What I don't like is they keep putting him in positions to where he has to work twice as hard to get everyone in the match over.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
And come on, you got Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio can get himself over, but he's one of the most phenomenal athletes in professional wrestling.
He's a 2K22 cover star.
That too. He's a legit legend. Okay, he's a lucha legend from way back. So you put Rey Mysterio, and then you put the Miz in a match. That's money. But then you bog it down by putting fucking Dom Mysterio in there. The botch machine. He is getting a little better, but he's still a botch machine. And then you put Logan Paul, who, quite honestly, like he's not taking this shit seriously.
He really isn't.
He's not taking this shit seriously whatsoever. I mean,
he's not
Bad Bunny.
He's
at least Bad Bunny was doing this
on
shit.
social media.
Bad Bunny was out there doing the most, and I mean, just he's not. So, like I said, things that I liked, and there are things that I didn't like. One thing I didn't like was there's no fucking Alexa Bliss on the show. What the fuck is going on with that?
She got probably lost in Saudi Arabia.
You don't have Alexa Bliss on the show, but you got Tamina. You got Tamina fucking flirting and throwing kisses and shit with Tozawa, and you got Dana Brooke and Reggie. Making out every fucking 30 seconds. Like this is the horniest part of the show for everyone that watches. I do not get why. I mean, it's like NXT 2.0.
Would you rather have Alexa Bliss on TV in a trash segment or a trash angle, or would you just rather not? I mean, there really is nothing for her to do right now.
Team her with Bayley. Put them in the fucking women's tag team thing. They got everyone else in there.
Bayley's not back yet.
Dude,
she's a free agent.
Bayley's sitting there waiting, bro. She's sitting there waiting.
And plus, Bayley doesn't belong with her. Bayley belongs with Sasha.
Sasha don't belong with Naomi, but hey,
that's why Sasha has to turn on Naomi.
Well, the women's tag team titles might as well be a 12-person, 16 fucking elimination thing. They're trying to get every woman. Don't get me wrong. I love the fact that they're getting the women involved in WrestleMania. But goddamn,
nobody likes a clusterfuck.
No. You're throwing Nia Jax. I mean, not Nia Jax. I'm sorry. You're throwing Shayna Baszler together with Natty. Just a random throwaway team, which, by the way, they won tonight, which is kind of awkward. But then you got Rhea Ripley. I gotta say, Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan look like a real tag team.
Yeah.
Like
Live brutality.
But here's the thing that kind of boggles my mind. It's happened twice. It happened twice with WWE tag teams. First, it was the Iconics. You split the Iconics up because you got something for Cassie Lee.
Iconics.
And then you throw her back into another tag team and just wash her away. So you had this tag team with Nikki ASH, almost a superhero, Nikki Ash. And you had her with Rhea Ripley. Now, they weren't the greatest tag team. Don't get that twisted.
Correct.
But they were a tag team, and they were fucking pretty good, actually. They were getting over. So you split them up just to put her in another tag team.
Okay. Nikki ASH and Rhea Ripley were put together for the sole purpose of imploding.
Okay.
They were put together like the Mega Powers. Well, I'm sorry. They were by no means Mega Powers, but I mean,
lust in your eyes, brother.
They were put together for the sole purpose of them to implode at some point. There was no like long-term tag team run going to be there. There was no, they weren't going to go like 525 days with the belts or anything like that. So they were just going to implode, and Nikki was going to turn and become a supervillain or a self-righteous superhero or whatever. So I mean that was that. And Rhea Ripley, she's in a holding pattern until it's her turn again to make a run for a women's title, because she had her shot. As per the formula, you get your shot, you have a run, you lose it, you'll go back to the back of the line, and then if you withstand the hazing, the hazing process, you get another shot and you can get a stronger run the second time around. I mean, it is what it is. So she's in the.
Do you really believe that? Do you really truly believe that?
No, dude, I do. And so what's going to happen is that at some point she's either going to get over. She might come back as with her original look. She might get rid of the goth look and come back looking like she used to, and maybe
she's probably sick of shopping at Hot Dog Fix and be like,
maybe one day Charlotte will finally go away or retire. But I mean, she could be Charlotte 2.0. I mean, they just don't need like another tall, swole blonde, which is her. That's really the whole problem. The real problem is that she is physically and by stature another Charlotte, and A, Charlotte probably doesn't like that, and B, what do you do with two Charlottes? And so what do you have, like Charlotte A on Raw and Charlotte B on SmackDown? I mean, so what do you do in this case? So she's in a holding pattern until they figure out what to do with her. Some new gimmick, some new direction. So something to do. Maybe she'll become like Sister Abigail and start like a new Wyatt family or some shit. I don't know. But I mean, they've got to find something new for her. Nikki ASH, Jesus Christ. If you have Molly Holly come back, you can have Nikki ready to win the biggest match of her life, and you have Molly Holly slide in and clock her from fucking behind. Oh, the crowd will pop. It will be money. A little bit of payback, man. A little long form storytelling right there.
Yes.
And you said, what are your thoughts
on this match? I thought it was fine. I understand the storyline. I liked towards the end where Carmella and Zelina just like joked around, like, oh god, yeah, like we don't really get to see that all the time, especially in the women's division. Overall, I thought it wasn't the biggest build up for WrestleMania, but it was there, and I really am excited to see who's gonna win. I feel like it's gonna be Liv and Rhea Ripley. I feel like they're gonna be the next women's tag team champions.
Honestly, in my opinion, I don't think the tag titles are going to switch hands.
No.
So, as I was saying before, the more teams that get involved, the less chance there is that they're going to lose.
Now, you know what? When you said that the other day, I was like, nah, they're going to fucking lose. But then I started thinking about it. They are pushing this Corey Graves and Carmella like website or like YouTube channel. They're pushing the fuck out of it.
They want to recreate the SEX.
They're trying to create another Bella Twins thing. Like they're trying to push this thing so hard. So they're not going to take the belts off of those two unless you get Bailey to come back and team with Sasha. Because honestly, and I'm not trying to be a dick or anything like that. So, ladies and gentlemen, please understand, I'm not belittling the women's wrestling, but those tag team belts didn't mean shit until Sasha and Bailey had them. True. They were going to NXT, they were going to Raw, they were going to SmackDown. Now those belts don't mean shit. Give the belts to Sasha and Bailey and watch. Those belts are going to mean something again.
Those belts meant a whole lot when they were feuding with Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler.
Yes.
Think so?
It was a chance for Shayna Baszler to get showcased, and she came off like a fucking monster. Now, WWE dropped the ball with her, but still.
I think she came off like a monster when she ran through everybody in the Elimination Chamber.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
when she did that, I was like, they would have strapped a rocket on her, man.
They should have just did that, capitalized on it, but they didn't.
But they didn't.
Nope, they surely didn't.
So, I mean, but yeah, when Bayley and Sasha had the belts, I was fire. That was fire.
So let's talk about this. What do you guys think the outcome of this next week? We have Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns face to face, doing like I don't know if it's gonna be like a stupid contract signing gimmick or something. What do you guys think the outcome of this is gonna be? Honestly, I mean, they're trying to push, like they're waiting until like the week before WrestleMania to like really push all these.
And next week is the week before, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is the week before.
It'll
be the Raw Go Home show, right?
That'll be the Raw Go Home.
No, yeah. So next Monday is the Go Home show.
Do we think Cody shows up? Do we think he comes out and says, "Yo, I'll wrestle you"?
I think so. If not, then Seth Rollins will show up at Mania and be like, I'm looking for a opponent.
So I see that more than anything. I see Seth showing up at Mania, demanding his match, demanding, somebody come out here and fight him and give him his WrestleMania moment. And then you get, ta-da, the big reveal.
The lights go off and you go, oh.
Okay, but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. They want people to watch Mania. So over the last couple of weeks, they've been teasing Cody, even so much to say, we signed Cody, but we're not going to debut him in Jacksonville or Chicago.
Correct.
Which are now AEW towns.
So if you want to see Cody debut in WWE,
WrestleMania,
you might want to come to Mania.
But here's the thing: they've already done this stupid shit. They've already like, hey, guess what? This, and this. And they've already got people they've already burned that bridge. Like, if you told me, hey, man, Cody's going to be at WrestleMania, I'd be like, go fuck yourself. You've been telling me this shit for weeks. You've literally been telling me, hey, man, Cody's going to be here, or Cody's going to show up here. Cody's going to show up here. So I've been watching this.
Man, that sounds like the whole
show.
No, not really. No. WWE hasn't said shit.
Well, I'm just saying, they haven't said shit, but they've been alluding to shit.
But they actually have not.
And it's mainly the internet.
They have not alluded to shit. The internet has been speculating.
Yes.
Has been talking all kind of crap. Cody hasn't said shit. WWE hasn't said shit.
He's keeping it.
Nobody in WWE has mentioned anything, said nothing about Cody.
Yes, they have.
Word otherwise.
Yes, they have.
Yeah, they have.
Who in WWE has mentioned Cody?
Seth Rollins kind of teased. He said Nightmare.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He's hinting stuff in his promo.
Even tonight, he was like, the rumors, blah blah blah.
Yeah, he did say that.
That is trolling.
But we all know
it doesn't matter.
Every
hitting something, because
we all know that every word in WWE is scripted. No one is allowed to say anything that is not on a piece of paper approved by Vince McMahon.
But that is trolling the fans. That is in no way advertising Cody Rhodes on paperwork or surreptitiously or showing the shadow of Cody standing behind him. I mean, here's the thing. We as fans don't know, and that is one thing.
It's killing us.
As fans not knowing, as bad as the internet wrestling community is at keeping secrets.
Oh, it's so bad.
That's what cheeses us off.
Yep.
And so by not knowing, that's what would make people tune in, because they're like, fuck it, I gotta see.
Like, man, is he gonna show up?
See, that's just it. People have been doing that for weeks. They've been tuning in. Raw has been getting fucking record numbers because stupid ass people are tuning in thinking that Cody's gonna show up. AEW fans are like, where the fuck is Cody? Where the fuck is Cody? People are tuning in week after week after week to see Cody. And then you know what it's like? It's like the old trope. The bad guy beats the shit out of the good guy.
So you mean they're also
fans come to the show? Fans come to the show every week to see the good guy finally get his comeuppance on the bad guy. So when he gets his ass whipped again, they're going to come to the show again next week to see that guy get his ass kicked. And then they're going to come to the show again next week. So finally, when the good guy wins, they're like, oh, big payoff. Classic example. For 34 fucking weeks, we have been waiting for Veer to come.
5 months.
He is the second biggest meme in the world right now. Veer is coming. Veer. People who don't know about wrestling are like, dude, I heard Veer is coming.
Who the fuck is Veer?
Bro. There's a lady at my work. She fucking knows nothing about wrestling. Nothing about wrestling. We were sitting in the break room, me and a guy, and I was like, dude, this motherfucking Veer, man. She goes, is that the guy that was at IKEA? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh, those pictures are so funny. What are they about? And I'm like, you don't know?
You don't know.
She's like, no. Is he coming somewhere? And I'm like, are you fucking playing with me? And she's like, no, seriously, I want to know. And like, you can see the look on her face was like, no, really, I want to know. And I'm like, it's a Blue Chew commercial. She was like, oh, I get it now. And she walks around like, dumbass. But the point is, for 34 weeks, they have been saying, Veer Mahan is coming. Veer is coming. Veer is coming. Veer. Every week, someone's like, dude, where the fuck is Veer? It got to the point
Imagine he's a disappointment when we see him.
Dude, Veer's gonna, you know what's gonna happen?
There is
fucking Monday after fucking Mania. Veer's gonna walk out. He's gonna be like,
hi.
Shit, I'm lost. And he's gonna turn around and go back in. That's what's gonna fucking happen. It's gonna be the biggest letdown in the history of letdowns.
I swear to you, there's not a whole lot he can do now. I mean, like he
can't.
They haven't killer matches on main event.
He would have to pull off a mask and be Stone Cold Steve Austin. I mean,
Scooby-Doo had
hell yeah!
Scooby-Doo run up on him and take the mask off. I knew it was Steve Austin
all along, and I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for you and them damn kids.
It wasn't for you and those damn memes. Screaming at Twitter. I would have got away with it too, Twitter, if it wasn't for you and those damn memes.
I mean, he would have to come back he would have to come in at like number 30 in a 30-man battle royal. There'll still be 28 people in the ring, and he'd have to come in and clean house and just kick ass and just toss everybody over and win a single.
Man, that would have been a great debut for Veer at the Rumble too.
Just $1 million arm.
Yeah.
If Veer would have came in at number 31. It would have been awesome.
Oh wait, there's a last minute entry. It's actually 31 numbers. It's Veer.
But like seriously though, the WWE has so many misleading narratives right now. Oh my god.
Narratives?
Yes. Hey, I'm not trying to control no one's narrative, okay?
Wait, can I not do super kick? Can I not do super kick at all? Damn it. Damn it.
Your toughest opponent is yourself, Shane. You have to beat yourself.
Not the Canadian Destroyer?
No talking about it. Can't talk about it.
Hey.
Man.
First rule of trade narrative is not talking about controlling your narrative.
Okay, shit. Sorry.
Exactly. But the point I'm trying to make is the WWE has played so many games, so they have emotionally abused us.
They really have.
I feel like I have like PTSD now.
So what's new?
Like I hear Veer, like shit, where? You know, it got me scared. I'm all looking in bushes and shit looking for Veer now. Like, like that's the way it's going. You know what I'm saying? So this whole show has been doing that week after week after week after week after week. So honestly, I'm excited. I'm truly excited for WrestleMania. You know why? Because I'm excited to watch it fail.
Wow.
Wow. So I'm excited for WrestleMania because it brings friends together and you get to enjoy something you guys all love to watch as a group or, you know, with your family or whatever. And I think
even though the product sucks,
even though some people don't like the product or some people do, at the end of the day, we all love wrestling and this is what we love. And you know, it's going to be, it's WrestleMania. Like it's a big celebration.
WrestleMania is like the Super Bowl. You don't watch the Super Bowl for the
game.
It is. You watch it for the commercials.
For the halftime show.
Exactly.
Well, there's no commercials for Mania, so
that's what night 2 is. Night 2 is nothing but commercials.
Yeah.
I mean, like there's a lot of people. Like I've heard people say, so okay. So here's the example. People shit on Mania. Other promotions shit on Mania. Promoters, wrestlers, Mania. WWE so bad. This, and this. But as soon as Mania announces what town they're going to be in,
tickets go crazy.
People start booking their shows. They start booking their events. they start booking all this shit in that same town for that same weekend because they know that's where the money's going to be.
ROH.
You know, because the high tide raises all ships. If I'll get to that in a second. As lackluster, I mean, I've seen lackluster manias. I've watched manias and been like,
27.
You know, I've watched manias and not been excited going into it, and they still managed to pull off, you know, a couple good matches. And maybe it wasn't the main event, but they still had a couple that they pulled off that entertained me. I can't say that I've watched a mania in a while that has like really enthralled me from top to bottom. But for it to fail, man, I doubt it. I think I think the risk of going 2 nights is
when
it gives you a bigger chance to fail.
No, well, let me explain what I mean by fail. I don't mean like it's going to be a bust, like the show's going to fucking suck. Because no, it's not. I mean, I'm saying some of the things that they're putting together, like some of the storylines, they're going to fail because people aren't going to have, like, for instance, Damian Priest versus Finn Balor. The fact that they keep throwing Austin Theory into this whole thing and Pat McAfee into this whole thing, I've totally forgotten why I was even excited to see the U.S. title match.
Right.
I mean, even tonight, you had Austin Theory in a match with the United States champion Finn Balor with fucking Pat McAfee on commentary, who the announcers kept talking about him.
Correct.
He was getting up, doing things, interrupting the match, totally taken away from Finn Balor. And then the finish is with the guy Finn Balor wrestling for the title. So tell me, what made that whole scenario exciting to you?
Okay. Let me explain.
I totally forgot it was about the United States champion. I was like, oh, this is
so
Austin Theory and Pat McAfee.
Let me explain something to you. And Shane, you can probably understand this. I'm sure you will understand this.
Yeah.
WWE is doing storylines like they do in their video games, where they have these overlapping storylines where you have Damian Priest, who was the U.S. title holder, who lost it to Finn Balor. Finn Balor had this previous feud with Austin Theory, and then ended up in the U.S. title picture with Damian Priest and won it. And now Damian Priest is turning evil and trying to get it back. And then you have Damian Priest, who, well, how many times are we going to see Damian Priest fighting Finn Balor before Mania or defeating him in non-title matches? Well, you can't have that every match, every Raw. So throw Finn Balor back in there against Damian Priest. But wait, I mean, not Damian Priest, against Austin Theory. But then Austin Theory has this thing against McAfee, and you're trying to build that for Mania. So that's how you have your 4 kind of like overlapping and interweaving. And then at Mania, you're going to get your payoff with McAfee and Austin Theory. You're going to get your payoff with Damian Priest and Finn Balor. And then hopefully coming out of Mania, you'll get whoever your U.S. title winner is. Hopefully it's still Finn Balor versus Austin Theory. And that gives Austin Theory something to do after Mania.
WrestleMania Backlash.
Okay, so I hear what you're saying.
It's
totally 1000%
long form storytelling. They're giving you what you want in terms of traditional wrestling storytelling, but it seems convoluted because
what's convoluted as fuck?
Because they keep throwing things at you like repeatedly.
Yes.
Because it would be one thing if you saw Austin Theory and McAfee only on SmackDown, but you're seeing it on Raw also. So you're like, why am I seeing this here?
It should be on that other show.
Yeah, correct. They're doing the whole brand bleed over thing, and so it's getting a little bit oversaturated.
Okay, I hear that. Anissa, your question to you.
Sure.
Do you have any excitement built up due to this whole storyline right here? Like are you sitting on like the edge of your seat like, fuck, I can't wait to watch this match?
between who?
Exactly.
We're talking
exactly.
We're talking about two different matches, so I wasn't sure.
That's the point I'm trying to make. Thank you for making that point.
Well, for me, I'm a big fan of Finn Balor since 2013, so Finn Balor all the way.
But okay, so here's this is what I'm trying to get at with the whole Finn Balor thing. I was excited for Finn Balor to defend the United States title against Damian Priest. I mean, I'm not too into the whole Damian Priest gimmick. You know, the whole I got two personalities. I kind of think that's stupid.
That's the Balor thing.
I think it's stupid. Was I interested in seeing maybe the Demon come back? Fuck no. Because if the Demon came back, they would just kill the Demon. Don't get me wrong. I love the Demon gimmick. I hate that Vince killed it. I hate that Vince made it look stupid. Like the Demon gimmick doesn't mean anything anymore because Vince murdered it. You know,
off the top turnbuckle.
Yeah, you know, like that was horrible. Like that was like what did he do to piss them off? That's what I'm thinking. Like, God damn, what did he do to piss them off?
You know why? Because he is one of Triple H's boys.
Possibly. But the point I'm trying to make is, like, I was excited to see the United States Championship defended at WrestleMania. I mean, Lord knows, you know, the Intercontinental belt doesn't mean shit right now either. But I was excited to see that championship defended at WrestleMania. So excited. Then you put this whole storyline together where everything is bleeding over. Like, dude can't get his flowers. Dude can't like get put over because now you gotta throw Pat McAfee and Austin Theories into the like. Okay, why can't Austin Theory and Pat McAfee get put into other shit? Like that's a SmackDown thing. Why is it on Raw? Why is it dominating airtime on Raw?
I think because maybe those storylines are not getting the attention that they hope for. So that's why they put them on Raw, because maybe their Raw ratings are much higher than SmackDown's and people are going to tune in on Raw.
People watch SmackDown more than Raw.
Well, this is my thinking. But maybe that's why, a way, or because there's so much going on through WrestleMania, they want to just put in anybody on the show that's going to have a match at WrestleMania, because they have those 3 hours to do that and to fill in that time. SmackDown only has 2 hours?
They do have one now.
So they don't really have that much time to fill everything in. It would just make sense for me if they just kept Raw's like feuds and everything on Raw and make the segments or matches longer, and then what's going on in SmackDown, keep it on SmackDown. But I guess I don't want to call it a business standpoint, but in a way I can understand why they bring in the other people from SmackDown to promote their matches on Raw, is because it's a 3-hour show. It's probably hard to fit everything in that's not as relevant as it is now.
Valid point. Very valid point. I can't get into the whole, like, I'm sorry. I mean, I want to be excited. I mean, as a professional wrestler, WrestleMania is like the Super Bowl. We all want to be at the Super Bowl.
Right.
You know, I love wrestling WrestleMania week because fucking I wrestle 15, 20 times in a week. Like, it's awesome.
There's so much going on.
And yeah, it's so much going on. You get seen by so many people. It's like, wow, it's an amazing thing to be a part of, right? But imagine going to a wrestling show and Jon Moxley is like, I can't wait to meet you. I'll be so excited to fucking hang out with you at this show. We can eat popcorn. We can fucking
sing wild things together.
We can sing wild thing together. We can fucking make hand puppets, whatever the fuck you want to do, right?
Hand puppets.
Right? So you'll be, as a Jon Moxley fan, you would be fucking super excited, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yes, because there is a story behind why I'm a fan.
Here's where it gets fucked up, though. So Jon Moxley is texting you, telling you it's just gonna be you and him. You guys are gonna hang out. It's gonna be so fucking awesome.
It's gonna be so fun.
And then me, Julian, and Shane just roll up in there like, "Yo, what up, John?
What's up?
Hey, what's up, John?
I wouldn't
hang
do
out
that
with us.
alone.
Fuck her, bro. Hang out with us. Fuck her, bro. She ain't nobody. And then you hang out with us. You get left to the side. You would think to yourself, "Wow, I've built this whole narrative up, and this whole thing was going to be exciting. Now these guys just came and shit on it, right?
She couldn't control the narrative.
That's what I'm saying about Finn Balor defending the U.S. title, and then this guy coming in, and this guy coming in, and then this guy coming in, and instead of commentators putting over this match, they're putting over these fucking guys. It's ridiculous. It takes away from the main story, and it has all of those side stories. It's like being in a relationship with a woman or a man. You're in a relationship. Your boyfriend is your boyfriend. You guys hang out together. You guys watch movies. You guys live together. You're having a great life. And then all of a sudden, everybody comes in and just starts taking your spot. Now you're the side chick, while those other people are fucking the main dish. It takes away from everything. It ruins the whole situation. The whole narrative gets twisted, and people lose interest. So when I say this WrestleMania is going to be a failure, it's because they've got too many cooks in the kitchen, too many sticks in the fire, or whatever.
Well, that's why it's a 2-day event.
Yeah, but they're throwing all this shit on day one. So day two, you're like, oh, well, we got day two.
Well, that's why there's a pre-show.
Tag team title match.
Yeah, pre-show.
We got Omos versus Jinder.
You can tell who's going to be on the pre-match and not going to be on the pre-match.
Omos versus Jinder Mahal. Who knows?
Yeah. You know, I don't know. I feel like there's too much going on. And with too much stuff going on, nothing is making sense. You can't get excited for one thing because there's so much other shit going on. It's like when you're getting to know somebody. If you're getting to know somebody, you're getting to know that person. But how do you truly get to know that one person when you're getting to know a bunch of somebodies? Same thing. How can you get invested in this match when there's a bunch of shit being thrown into that one match? So now instead of me being excited for Pat McAfee and what the fuck's his name? Austin Theory. See, look at that. See, already. So me getting excited about Pat McAfee and Austin Theory, now I gotta think about, oh shit. Man, I wonder if
Damian
Priest are gonna do this, or Finn Balor are gonna do this, and like if you're making it, make that a fatal 4-way for the U.S. title now. Shit, I mean, you got all these triple threat matches going on.
No.
This is the show of fucking. This show is a show of millions of matches.
Bro, you might end up with Pat McAfee getting the U.S. title, and that might cause a fucking.
That's something that the Universe Mode would do on a random simulate. That was funny.
Speaking of which, is the Intercontinental title being defended at Mania?
Who knows? You see what I'm saying?
No.
Probably will. We just gotta wait and see.
Are they going to raise the Memorial Intercontinental Championship ladder match?
That will be great.
Fucking God.
That will be great.
Look, Julian, let's do this. Shane, pull up the matches for WrestleMania.
Oh man, no, I gotta look up that too.
You're the man in the chair. It's your job.
Okay, I'm looking it up now.
I was actually just updating them right now.
Okay, so let's look at night one. Because that right there kind of make this whole show, this Raw, was so insignificant in pushing the narrative for this WrestleMania. I just want to know the matches.
Well, why do you keep saying narrative? Are you trolling us?
Yeah, seriously. Why are you
trolling the shit out of them right now?
Did you sign with Control Your Narrative?
Someone on Twitter, Ripper a Narrative, followed us on Twitter. That's why I keep saying that. Yeah, he's in the chat too. On Twitter.
So the narrative that you are saying
is Ripper a Narrative.
Oh man.
Okay, so give me the lineup, Shane.
All right, so night one we got a SmackDown Women's Championship of Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey. We have the Raw Women's Championship of Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair.
Okay, stop. So the Raw Women's Championship match is something that I'm excited about.
The call-up is in the chat.
Shout out to our boy, Kenny.
Call up.
Kenny's stopping by to say what's up. What's up, Kenny? Stay safe at work right now. Kenny out there in that big New York City, the NYC, doing his thing. So shout out to Kenny. Y'all should go check out the Call Up podcast. Follow him on Twitter, man. Yeah. Follow him on YouTube. Follow him on Facebook. So the women's match, Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch That's the only storyline tonight on Raw that made sense. I mean, the promo she cut, fucking fire.
She had to sold her soul.
It was a good one.
And her promo was, I'm a promo guy. I love promos. And I can tell you, a good promo from someone can sell you on the match. If you didn't want to watch this match, after watching Becky pull up a chair and sit in the middle of the ring and basically say, yo, I put your ass out like you did me. And you may not make it to Mania, but if you do, I'm going to beat your ass. Like, you know, and then she did it was kind of a You People promo too, because she was like, these people turned on me. And I realized since they turned on me, I had to sell my soul to keep this.
Yep.
So she's a champion. Remember we had this conversation about the champions.
Correct.
And this is why I say when you're a champion, you need to be the top of your game. You need to be top. You can't be losing matches as a champion, because once you start losing matches as a champion, that championship doesn't matter because you're not making that title. It's always the man or woman who makes the title, not the other way around.
Do unto others before they do unto you.
True statement.
Yep.
So the fact that Becky came out like that and she put that promo out there and it was such emotion behind it, and the best promos are the ones where you don't have to yell, where you don't have to scream, where you look directly into the camera. Not the fans, not the people around you, directly into the camera, like you're looking directly at that person. And you're just like, Shane, you and I, one-on-one, WWE 2K22. The winner of this match.
Correct.
The winner of this match is going to be the one that not only gets to 1, 2, 3, but puts your ass out for good. Because why? Because when I do this, I want to make sure that I'm the best. Not you, not him, not her, not any fans, just you and me. And when I beat you, that makes me the best. That emotion that was in that promo.
Man,
was
all
like,
that emotion for a video game. Damn.
Well, you know what I mean. The emotion that's in that promo with Becky was like, dude, like, she really wants to fucking kill her.
Yeah, she literally looks like she wanted to.
Like she will do whatever it takes to keep that belt.
Correct.
Sold her soul to the devil, all that shit. That was a solid ass promo.
It also kind of sounded like a Vince McMahon promo too.
No.
Kind of.
That was a solid ass promo, and I think that for the first time since this whole thing started, I don't just want to see Bianca get her fucking haircut. Like, because honestly, I want to see her get a haircut. Like, I was like, cut that shit. Like, I'm here for the scissors. I'm here for that. Cut that shit.
She needs Brutus scissors.
If you see Brutus Beefcake show up, they're right for the hills.
Yeah,
I've been saying
Shawn Michaels at a barbershop. Watch out.
I've been saying this since Bianca debuted, and there's gonna be one day where it's gonna be in a match where her with scissors and cutting that hair off.
Cut her fucking hair off. And that right there, it went from that being a storyline to now this being so personal. And Becky is so good at these promos. Like the one she did against Lita.
Yep.
Dude, like she was like she was shaking. Like she was like about to like have a nervous breakdown because she was so into that. And that was cool as fuck.
But you know what the bad part about that was? Now Lita's gone.
Yeah. I got one.
Well, they haven't asked her to come back yet.
Yeah, they have nothing for her.
I mean, like gone. Like just poof.
Maybe she's at IKEA with beer. For fucking fall collection.
Hey, maybe for the people that don't have anybody over at WWE is at IKEA just chilling.
Well, she's on the back of the edge.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on the promo, Shane?
Like you said, she was just into it, and this is probably the one match where I'm actually excited for Mania, of Becky versus Bianca, and I don't care that freaking Ronda Rousey won the Rumble. I hope that Becky and Bianca is main event for night one.
And you saw?
I agree with Shane. I think Becky Lynch and Bianca Belaire should be the main event for WrestleMania because there is storytelling there. And Becky, I think with her promo, she's clearly watching somebody on the network doing promos because she's studying and doing her homework and she knows what, it's finally we're seeing a different side of Becky Lynch. And the way her outfit comes in, it just resembles what she is saying through the mic and how she's presenting each match with kind of matching. Like, I feel like with her outfit, that's definitely like, oh, she's that type of character when it comes to her cutting her promo, if that makes sense. But overall, I think this promo is going to go down in I want to say in memorable history. I mean, we're going to end up seeing, I feel like we're going to remember that, just like remember the AJ Lee pipe bomb, for the women's division. Not just of all time, just for women, the women's division. I feel like it was in that very iconic, or will be iconic, promo that Becky did.
I agree. Sometimes there's like, I gotta say it. There are promos, and then there are promos.
Yep.
Like you say, AJ Lee promo, classic. CM Punk's promo set the promo world on fire.
Sure did.
Bray Wyatt.
Made everyone step up.
Anytime Bray Wyatt did a promo, people were like, "Whoa, that's weird! Wow!"
When Bray cuts a promo, you sit on your television and you listen.
Yeah, you're like you're captivated. That's what I'm looking for. These promos captivate you. Some promos fall dead. That promo that Edge did, I was like, "What the fuck is he talking about?"
He's the benchmark.
Benchmark of what? Boredom? I was bored as shit with that promo. I was like, I couldn't follow him. I'm like, oh, you lost me like 5 minutes ago. So
the benchmark.
This match, the women's match, I'm definitely looking forward to. What's the next match?
We got Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin, and we got Ray and
wait. Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin? Give no fucks about that match.
Julian does. Julian, what do you think about that match? What do you think?
Wait. Hold on, Julian. Before you answer, I'm gonna tell you why I give no fucks about that match. Because they're not building a story around Drew McIntyre and Baron Corbin. They're building a story around Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss splitting up.
No.
Madcap Moss is becoming a face. Those guys are fucking turning on him. Look, they weren't even laughing at his fucking dad jokes anymore.
Yeah, they haven't been laughing at his jokes over like the past.
You know what I'm saying? They've been telling the story of those guys breaking up. So I'm not excited for Drew McIntyre to squash fucking Baron Corbin. I'm not excited for that. What? Exactly.
You think Drew McIntyre is gonna win?
Yes,
bro. I'm telling you right now.
All right, Julian.
My pick for this match is Happy Corbin, and he's gonna get the end of days for the win.
Well, it looks like it'll be you for like night 2.
So Shane, you and I night 2, because we all know Julian's picks are shit. And me and Julian, Anissa, in case you didn't know, we do a predictions warfare on this podcast.
And this time
I'm the predictions champion, and I'm defending the title at night 2 of WrestleMania against Shane. Because obviously Julian doesn't want a chance at the title. He don't want to taste the title. He don't want to taste it.
The end of days
that nobody kicks out of.
Nobody kicks out of the end of days.
Nobody.
I mean, if they're gonna have someone kick out of it, you think it's gonna be wasted on Drew McIntyre?
Damn.
Yeah.
Nah. If anyone kicks out at the end of days, it's gonna be like Roman Reigns with the Rock.
It's gonna be Madcap Moss. That's how Julian lost predictions warfare. He was like, Madcap Moss or Drew McIntyre for the win. He was excited. I'm like,
he's doing pretty good.
I looked at Julian. I said, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" We were tied, and it came down to Madcap Moss. I was like, "I'm just gonna go ahead and take this championship and walk away."
Let me tell you something. He was not talking this calmly during that match. During that match, he was on the edge of his seat, like, "Wait, what the fuck's going on?"
Yeah, Blood was really scared. He was really scared. We had to go to commercial break because he was so scared that he was gonna lose.
Okay, maybe I was a little nervous. I was a little nervous because I was like, I was like, I know goddamn well they're not gonna play.
They're like,
he's not gonna go. Oh my god, he's gonna go over.
Oh my god.
Okay, he was like, wait, this match is longer than 3 minutes. Something's going on here.
Right?
Right.
This might be it.
I was like, this isn't a squash. What the hell?
What's going on? Julian must have talked to Vince into making this match longer.
Happy Corbin has something going for him, and that is that no one has ever kicked out at the end of days. All he's got to do is
great storyline, by the way.
That's right. And all at the end of days, bam, it's a wrap.
All right.
Okay.
And the next match we got the Mysterios versus the Miz and Logan Paul.
Logan Paul is gonna stink this match up, man.
Yeah, he doesn't know what he's doing. You clearly saw what happened with him.
I'm gonna say it right now.
He looks so lost.
Logan Paul hits a Canadian Destroyer.
I
was gonna turn my TV off and walk away.
I will take back everything that I said about Logan Paul. I mean, all right, you know what? I'm sorry. You hit a Canadian Destroyer.
Well,
we can be friends now.
If Logan Paul hits a Canadian Destroyer, I will just completely then believe that I could teach my dog how to do one too.
That would be a thing to see. Sasha, come here.
Do that Canadian Destroyer.
No, I mean, if Logan Paul can do a hurricane off the top rope, then that would impress me. But
if he can lock up and put a headlock on, right?
Yeah.
If his footwork is okay, then I'm just.
He knows how to take a bump.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm not even giving him that.
Yeah, like when he got hit with that drop kick by the Mysterios, he did not look like he knew how to go towards the ropes or anything. Like, oh, where did I go?
He didn't know what he was doing. But I mean, I think if he does a hurricane off the top rope, that would be freaking all right. But
do you guys remember
shooting star press?
Do you guys remember when they announced him as a tag team
that's
partner?
because nobody can do a super star press.
Yeah. Do you guys when they had him as the tag team partner and he fucking did the skull crushing finale on Dominic Mysterio? He fucked him up so good, bro. He spiked his head into the ground. I was like, yep, there's CTE right there for you. Jesus Christ.
You know what I hope that doesn't happen? I can't believe I'm saying this out loud. That Jake Paul pulls a switcheroo of Logan Paul, and that makes the Miz and Logan Paul the winners. Twin magic.
They're not twins.
Yeah.
You sure?
God damn it,
Aren't they brothers though?
They're brothers, but they're not twins.
Oh,
you sure about that?
Yes.
I'm just gonna stop Shane from talking right now.
As somebody who used to work in the entertainment industry and around influencers, Logan and Jake Paul are not twins.
They're not twins, bro. No twin magic there.
One's younger and one's older, like by a year or two.
Okay, then you can.
One's an asshole. One's a bigger asshole.
Yeah.
One's an asshole. One's a douchebag. Two different things.
Jake Paul has like the hair that flips.
Okay.
And then Logan has a short cut.
All right.
Sure.
What if they wore masks?
And now we have the Smackdown tag team.
That's like saying if the Young Bucks are twins. Well, I mean, I shouldn't compare that, but I'm just saying.
What if they wore masks?
One is taller than the other. It ain't gonna work, man. Look, let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story.
This is
what if they become the new Los Matadores?
Come on.
Look. For years, people have been falling for the Killer Bees doing the fucking the mask gimmick. Yeah. You know, they do the fucking mask confusion. Yeah. They put the B. Brian Blair is 2 inches taller than Jumping Jim Brunzell. How the fuck can you not notice that? I noticed it the first time I met them. I was like,
wow,
he's pretty fucking tall. He's pretty fucking short. That's like saying, hey, let's put a mask on Dominic, and I bet him and Ray can swap. Think about that for a second. Let that sink in.
Wrestling. It's been going on for years. I mean,
me and Dominic Mysterio are going to team up, and we're going to put a mask on.
Wait,
I'm not Mexican. Oh shit, it ain't gonna work.
Okay, so wait, the Miz is teaming up with Logan or Jake?
Logan.
Teaming up with Logan.
Logan. Okay, so Jake Paul, who's the boxer that's trying to become a boxer, he's 6'1". That's the one with short hair. Sorry, okay. Logan Paul has obviously what he looks like now. Logan Paul is 6'2", and he's only 26, and Jake Paul, his brother, is 25, so they're about a year apart.
Shane,
but
see that, Shane?
Yeah.
This is why that won't work. Okay.
If they wear a mask, it's only 1 inch. That's what she said.
But you could tell they're built as well, like how they're built. Like
one's bigger than the other.
Oh yeah.
One looks like a fighter, one looks like a crackhead.
It's
just playing.
Well,
wow, those are Babylon's words only.
Hey, it's 9 o'clock.
It's
It's 9 o'clock. There are no rules. So the point I'm making though is it just wouldn't work, man. All right, so let's go the SmackDown tag team match.
The Usos versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Freddie Mercury.
who's Freddie Mercury?
Rick Boogs.
Oh.
He does look like.
Well, I mean, I know who the Freddie Mercury is, but not
Rick
like
Boogs is like if Freddie Mercury can actually wrestle.
And you never know. Freddie Mercury probably was getting it in, bro.
This is where Rick Boogs turns on Shinsuke and joins up with Madcap Moss.
Musical of the Hyenas.
So are they mixing? They're mixing Raws and Smackdowns for night 1 and night 2, right? It's not just Raw.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm guessing there's no Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
No, because there's no one for that anymore.
Or the women too.
Have enough people.
They don't have enough people. It'll be a different thing if they did a fire over 210 people, but yeah.
I'm really on edge about this tag team match, and I'm gonna say why.
About the Usos and
because I don't see the Usos losing, but I just feel bad. They've been treating Shinsuke Nakamura like he's like even Cinderella got treated better.
You are correct.
Like Cinderella got treated like shit, and even she got treated better. You know, Shinsuke is fucking amazing, man. Like, I just don't get it.
The Shinsuke thing makes no sense to me. Like, I mean, dude hadn't defended the IC title in 6 months. Fucking walking around the ring with Rick Boogs. And then finally defended the title, lost it to our boy Sami Zayn.
Wish he could come on to this podcast.
Yeah, and then just has been in this tag team with. How did he and Rick Boogs end up together anyway?
That's a good question.
Rick Boogs was like, "Yo, man, I'll play guitar." That's it. Oh man.
Do we get any surprises at WrestleMania? Like backstage?
Other than Cody?
Legends.
All legends. I mean, shit. Sergeant Slaughter gonna show up. Fucking
Unchained Hunt.
John Cena might show up.
John Moxley.
Tweet it and see what happens.
John Cena's probably gonna be there. You just can't see him.
I would like to see John Cena again at WrestleMania.
I see him on Twitter.
And win the World Heavyweight Champion for the 16th time.
He's in every match. Interfering. No one's gonna see him.
He's gonna interfere in Cody and Rollins match.
Oh, what do you think? What if like Amos is looking for somebody? What if like the Undertaker shows up?
If Ahmed Johnson shows up.
Ahmed Johnson. Ahmed Johnson.
Who's that?
Oh my gosh, she's a
you got to look up.
Hold on 1 second. Stop. Hold the phone.
Johnson?
Hold the fucking phone here.
Master of
Wait a second. No. Don't say nothing else, Julian. Listen. We know you're young. We know you just got. We know you're just getting your feet wet in the professional wrestling business.
Wait a minute. I've been doing this for a while.
Obviously not. If you don't know who Ahmed Johnson is.
You gotta look up Ahmed Johnson. You gotta look him up.
Google Ahmed Johnson.
Yeah.
And then when you Google Ahmed Johnson and you start laughing, you'll understand why he's a legend. I mean, he ain't no Summer Rae, but I'm just saying he ain't no Summer Rae.
The living legend Summer Rae.
Yeah, the living legend Summer Rae, future Hall of Famer.
She doesn't make the rules.
He ain't no Summer Rae, but he was an
If you ever
Intercontinental
get the
Champion.
chance, you listen to Bruce Pritchard's Ahmed Johnson.
Oh, he looks familiar now.
Oh, she looked him up. he was part of the Road Warriors at one time.
Man, shut up.
He was?
Yes.
He was part of Harlem Heat 2.0.
He
Oh.
2.0, yep.
Oh yeah,
Harlem
no,
Heat 2000.
Him and Stevie Ray.
he was part of Nation Domination.
Yep.
Yeah. And part of it.
We are the nation, live
See?
and in color.
Domination.
Don't diss the man.
I just have to
who will
look at
bum
a
rush your
picture,
mother.
then it remembers. Hey, I was like 8, 7, 8 when that all happened. Okay, I was there. I saw it. I just don't name.
He was like,
It's okay.
Mommy,
It's okay.
what's
I don't
up?
want to believe I remember Ahmed Johnson too, but I do.
I wasn't even allowed to watch the Attitude Era. My mom told me, no, you can't watch that.
Wow, really?
Yeah, really. She told me to go to bed at 8 o'clock. And I
You saw the
rewatched.
cross chops and the other stuff and the middle
He
fingers.
missed all.
And-
He missed the whole.
I missed the
Attitude Era.
whole Attitude Era, and then finally the WWE Network came on. I did a 10-year marathon of Monday Night Raw to watch what I missed, and then I was like, okay, I can see why you didn't want to watch me to watch that, because some of the stuff that he did back then was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
it
you
wasn't
got to
as
watch,
bad as ECW, but okay.
but you got to watch it before it got edited, right?
No, I didn't.
No. He watched the edited version from the WWE Network.
Yeah.
Bro, there was nothing better than hearing bow, 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 bow. It's the
Trey.
train. Oh,
They didn't edit that part out.
Shout out
on
to
the
Charles
network.
Wright. Shout out to Charles
And
Wright,
then you
ladies and
missed
gentlemen.
Val Venus storyline.
Hey, the best promo ever. Best
That's
promo
all I
ever.
gotta
His-
say.
his
The big
Titantron
elbows.
was fucking
Look.
dope, man.
The best promo ever. I
It was
came,
chopped.
I saw, and I came again. Fucking Val Venus, bro.
Val Venus. Oh my
He's a
god.
And then
piece
he
of
got
shit.
chopped up.
Choppy,
Or-
pee-pee.
Choppy,
Deadpool.
choppy the pee-pee.
Oh, WWE. What the fuck?
Good time.
Man.
Wait, so did your mom let you watch WCW?
No, I was born in 94.
Oh man, so you missed like the Filthy Animals.
I missed all that. That's why I
Missed
said I
3 count.
I only watched like 10 years of Raw just because I could watch that. But I want to go and watch the first stages of WCW.
Oh,
That's
God.
like my big goal.
You've got to go back and watch all the stuff that was on WCW before the Attitude Era. Like, so Attitude Era is when WWE caught up, and so like before all the stuff like so Bash at the Beach forward. So like, go ahead and Hall and Ash come in, Bash at the Beach, Hogan does his turn, NWO, and then like WCW starts making money. So they actually start reinvesting money and like getting new talent and actually putting money in the costumes and everything else. And that's where you get shit like 3 count. You get Rey Mysterio as part of the Filthy Animals.
Yeah.
You
With
get
no
some
mask on.
really interesting shit in there. And there's a lot of, on both sides of the fence, there's a lot of throwing stuff at the wall, see what sticks.
Bastion Booger.
Passion Booger.
The
Mantar.
Shockmaster.
Well, this is before all that.
RoboCop. El Gigante.
Oh my
The
god.
Mummy.
Yeah,
The
the
Mummy.
Yeti.
The
The
Yeti.
Yeti. The Yeti.
The Oz.
Clown.
Shout out to my boy Kevin Sullivan for coming up with some of those crazy ass gimmicks.
And
Shark.
then I'm sure,
Zodiac.
dude, Brutus Beefcake had so many gimmicks.
He was the
Booty
Zodiac. He was the what?
The Booty Man.
The Booty Man, yeah.
The Booty Man, is that
The
right?
Booty,
Yeah, the Booty
BOOTY.
Man.
Wow.
He
That's
was
funny.
the man with no name.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Zodiac the man with no name, or was it just the man with no name?
No, he was the man with no name. Then he was Zodiac. I can't think of what he was with the beard. When he had
Brother,
the beard.
Brother Brutai.
Brother Brudai, yeah. When he had the super thick
biker-
chest and the biker jack vest on
Yeah.
and the long man beard, yeah. Man, we're old. God damn it. By the way, thanks for putting that Bugsy Malone video in the chat group. totally fucking pop for that.
Oh.
But yeah, so what's next card? What's the next match?
We have the KO show hosted by Kevin Owens with guest Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold's gonna come in. Sounds like what? It's gonna be the Roddy Piper, Martin Downey Jr. fucking Brother Love WrestleMania Piper Spit with the fire extinguisher because Martin Downey was smoking. It's gonna be the same thing. KO's gonna talk shit. Steve Austin gonna fucking stun him, douse him in beer, and that's gonna be the way the show goes off the air.
Doing KO does that, that's just hilarious.
I was hoping he did because not a lot of people does that when they do Austin impression. They do what? I'm like, no, you're also supposed to do the and that's what he also does. All right.
KO does that part really good.
So I'm excited for Steve Austin and KO.
Adam Woods in the chat.
Shout out to Adam Woods. Don't just
Adam
merge the good name of El Gigante. Shout out to Adam Woods, ladies and gentlemen. According to Woods, you should check his podcast out. Adam Woods does a promo with does a MMA show with a gentleman, and they do it. It's called Voodoo in the Woods, and it's live here on the Bison.net network. They talk about all things MMA because he is the Maharaja of MMA.
All things MMA.
He's the man, the myth, and the freaking legend. So we now see that night one is pretty decent. I mean, we got the Smackdown Tag Team Championship. We got the Women's Championship. No one cares about Charlotte versus Ronda Rousey.
But she won the Women's Royal Rumble. She should even win.
No one cares. I mean, my whole thing about the Royal Rumble, and this is what made me mad, was the fact that Charlotte put herself in the Rumble as the Women's Champion.
Correct.
Yes.
Here, let me be the heavyweight champion of the world and put myself in the
like
Money
what
in
Brock
the Bank
Lesnar did
and win the Money in the Bank. Well, I mean, Brock Lesnar does what Brock Lesnar wants. I mean, how many motherfuckers can just walk into the Money in the Bank, not even in the match, climb up the ladder, grab the suitcase, and become Mr. Money in the Bank?
Yeah.
He's like,
that was some bullshit. All right.
I mean, if that's the case, the next Money in the Bank, I'm gonna hop the fucking rail, run up there, and grab the fucking suitcase myself.
Anybody could be in here.
Just any random dude, security guard.
Just say, all you have to say is, "Oh, it's okay. I'm a wrestler." That's all.
Don't even have to say that. Just to see somebody climb there, just go jump. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not saying ever do that. Please, God, please don't ever hop the guardrail because you'll become a victim. I promise you.
You'll be the victim of an ass whooping.
Yeah.
But if Babylon ever does, all he needs to say, "Hey, Vince watches our podcast. He gets all of our ideas from us."
Those are our ideas. But yeah. So all in all, this Monday Night Raw had one phenomenal thing on it other than that promo, and that's AJ Styles versus Seth Rollins.
Oh man.
That match was well worth it.
It was.
In all honesty, I think that match should have went to a time limit draw.
That would be great.
That would have been awesome. They have TV time remaining. That'd have been awesome. You don't ever really see that in WWE anymore.
Yeah, they don't do time limits.
Yeah, well, Anissa, what is your thoughts?
I thought this was a really good match. I was like, damn, man, this has been good for like a Royal Rumble, like one of the pay-per-views, like them two, But I feel like we did get a great treat on having to see what's to come if they ever have a feud together in the future. How the way the storylines between them can evolve way back in the independent scene. So for this, I felt like we got a small treat on what can possibly become in the future when it comes to feuds, storylines, etc. But what Edge did, it felt the right thing to do because it is leading up to Seth Rollins possibly having an opponent, whatever he says next week. I feel like it was already going to happen when he says, "Oh, I want a match with you, AJ Styles, blah, 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 for your opponent." And right then and there, I just felt like, okay, they're just doing this because there's a storyline coming for Seth Rollins with WrestleMania. So I had a feeling AJ was going to win eventually, but overall, we got a cool treat, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Well, I will say this. I truly hope that it is Cody Rhodes and not Hulk Hogan.
Dude,
This is one more legend for Seth to put away.
Adam, was that bad blood in the Rumble? Heart face emoji?
Nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good, bro. I won't be wrestling by the time the Rumble comes around. That's for sure. Retirement's calling my name.
Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, hey, sometimes you have to do it, man.
Yeah.
June 16th will be 30 years. After that is
30.
I'm just gonna go ahead and roll.
Yeah,
roll the dice.
Your number to retire. Yeah.
Hey, shit.
And
Trust
so
me.
on all these websites, I'm not seeing the U.S. title as a match listed for Mania.
Because
It could be on the pre-show.
Oh shit! See, regulated to the pre-show. We're gonna see the Intercontinental title on the pre-show too. It's gonna be Butch versus.
can we just call it be done?
It's gonna be Butch. It's gonna be Butch challenging for the Intercontinental
I feel
title.
like a
Ridge Holland.
Butch. He is now Butch.
Yeah, because it was a phenomenal match. Get it? Phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Oh,
Phenomenal.
man. Butch versus Boogs. Butch versus Boogs.
Come on,
Wow.
boy. Yeah, wine. Get him, wine.
Oh my god. Adam Woods is in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. I love when
Adam
Adam's in the
Woods.
chat.
He needs to be on one of our reviews one time. It's been a while.
Yeah, we should get him on. We should get him on the live show. You guys got to do the live show Saturday without me. Because I'll be wrestling in I'll be wrestling in Arkansas. And,
Yeah, down in Firetown. Fireville. Forestville. Fayetteville.
Fayetteville.
Something like that.
Four windmills and a monkey. I don't fucking know.
Jabroni Town.
J-Brone Town. Show's called Bad Blood, which is kind of awesome. They named it after me. I will be defending the OIW North American Championship in a triple threat match against AEW Dark Star, DJ Brown.
Wow.
And some dude named Omega.
Omega?
Just Omega.
Just Omega.
Oh man.
But I seen a promo that was
How
cut.
creative. How creative of a name.
Just Omega.
That's what I'm gonna call him, Just Omega. And you know, the great thing about this match is this. This is the biggest match of these guys' career. For me, it's just Saturday. It's just
And they're
Saturday.
watching it. And they're probably watching this like, wow.
They are watching the podcast right now.
They're like, wow, you suck.
Like I said, biggest matches are live for the OIW North American Championship. For me, it's number 44.
Did they at least put you on American, Delta, United?
Fuck, I don't know. Hoping ain't Spirit.
You got a Frontier, right?
If it's Frontier, I
You
might as
want
well
a
just throw my
Tropmaster?
bags off the plane.
You gonna seed some clouds or fertilize some crops on your way in?
Well, hey, let me tell you, man. I'm not a small guy, but I'm not a big guy. You know, I'm a solid 225. You know, okay, solid 230. But I get on a plane, and this is one of those fucking it's a puddle jumper. It's a twin turbo prop. And Julian, you know what I'm talking about for your trips.
Yes, I do.
But have you ever got on the plane and the pilot came up to you and said, "Excuse me, sir, how much do you weigh?"
I've never had that experience.
I look at this fucking pilot. I'm like, "Excuse me?" He's like, "Sir, how much do you weigh?"
Right?
He says, "How much do you weigh?" I say 225. He says, "Okay, can you sit right here in this chair?" And I'm like, "Sure." And I sit down in the chair. And I'm realizing that every other seat is like, you know, and I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with this pilot? Is he drunk or something? I'm gonna get off this plane.
Oh man,
This plane was so fucking rickety that it was weight differential. They wanted to make sure the plane balanced out, so they put heavy people in the front of the plane, then people my size in the middle of the plane, and then small people in the back of the plane, so it would balance
That
the
is
plane out.
so nerve-wracking.
hey man, you don't know how much fuel he had. He might have been like half a tank.
Who was the John Denver?
It wasn't a Rocky Mountain High, bro. I wasn't going through Colorado, thank God. But yeah, so I mean, shit, I don't know what flight. As a matter of fact, the promoter, she is currently looking up flights, and I volunteered to look up a flight because I don't want to get trapped.
Not again.
I'm trying to come home so I can watch WrestleMania with you clowns.
Wow.
Minus you, and he said you're not a clown. But these two jokers right here, one guy wants to pick Madcap Moss to win the whole thing, and then there's Shane.
It's gonna happen eventually.
Who thinks that the Paul brothers are twins?
And I can come out as your new Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Hey, just remember, a few years ago, Dolph Ziggler was a male cheerleader.
That was in 07.
That was like over 10 years ago.
Stage. Now look at him.
Don't talk shit about Nikki. Well, ladies and gentlemen, look, here's the thing. We've been on this show talking about WrestleMania and talking about Monday Night Raw. We watch this show every Monday night, so you don't have to.
You don't have to.
Yeah, we go absolutely insane.
We try to make sure that you guys are up to date.
Okay.
And you guys are okay. Like, we suffer for you guys.
Yeah.
We
suffer.
Omos defeat Commander Aziz and Apollo in a handicap match.
This show's gonna make me start drinking. Like, this is like it's WrestleMania season, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just call it what it is.
Point at the sign.
There's no sign in my room. Shit. All right, so what are your thoughts about this whole show? Let's give it a rating, 1 to 10. We'll start with you, Shane.
I give it a B-.
Wow.
Yeah.
Julian?
Scale of 1 to 10, I give the show a 6.5. I also give it a B-. Actually, that's more like a C. One thing that we have not talked about is, we briefly glossed over it, is the whole Tozawa Tamina thing. And the thirsty ninja, the lovelorn Asian dude. I'm just like.
And people complain about AEW when they watch that thing. Like,
on the positive side, he has a storyline.
Like,
he's getting used. He's getting used.
On TV every week? Yeah. Sure.
It's just makes me angry.
I mean, anyway. But we got the Street Profits turning heel. We got
again
Randy Orton.
I'm excited about that. I'm excited about
Alpha Academy in there, just doing their thing.
Which is another triple threat tag team match, by the way, for the tag team titles.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, man,
so many triple threat matches.
Tag team match, another
this
tag
might as well be
a
fucking Survivor Series. It might as well be. We're teams of two.
Shush.
Yeah, that's pretty
Seth Rollins being frustrated is fantastic.
Yes, I love it.
Yes.
He's gonna become full Joker. Full Rollins Joker. I would love to see it.
But like I said before, two things. One, I'm disappointed that there's no sign of Damian Priest and Finn Balor being on the WrestleMania card with the U.S. title. And second of all, I think Dominic Mysterio on NXT is a good fit.
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
People can't say he hasn't been on NXT anymore.
Yeah, he botched a couple moves during his match down there, but
other than that, he did good. He did good a little bit.
Yeah, he needs to start down there. All right, so what do you give it?
I give it a B, and the reason why I give it a B is because of Becky Lynch's promo and the match between AJ Styles and Seth Rollins.
Yep.
I feel like those two really dominated tonight's episode. So I give it a B just because of those two.
Okay. Me personally, I'm gonna go ahead and give this a solid C.
Wow.
I gave it a C because the storylines are so fucking convoluted right now. You really can't follow anything except for Becky Lynch's story. And I was really excited for the AJ Styles, Seth Rollins match. Even the ending was kind of stupid, but it made sense.
Yeah.
Sure. Like Edge knew he wanted to face AJ Styles. Like
Edge was like, "You're not a part of this, Rollins. So what are you?"
Yeah, pretty much. That's what that was. That was like, hey, go fuck yourself, Seth.
Yeah.
So
we already had our time.
Yeah, I mean, so that's where I'm at.
All right.
I mean, I think that it could have been a whole lot better. I mean, it could have been a whole lot better. This is the road to WrestleMania. Like every match should be like a oh shit, here we go type of match. You know what I mean? Like,
man,
go buy this fucking pay-per-view right now. Like, if you ain't got Peacock, you better get it right now because you're gonna miss out on this shit.
I mean, you're gonna end up paying $70 on cable.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm looking at it like, okay, so what am I missing? Why am I not excited? Why can't I get excited for this? You know, maybe when Veer shows up, maybe I'll get excited when Veer shows up. Maybe Veer will attack somebody and be like, I want a WrestleMania moment too.
Rollins versus Veer.
That would make sense. It would be something.
Rollins been wanting the Mania
he's coming to Raw after
Veer's
Mania,
been coming.
Well, Veer's already been announced. He'll be on Monday Night Raw on the 4th.
True, so. Raw, yeah, the Raw after Mania. So I mean,
which actually,
at least we're getting Veer.
Yeah,
let's stop complaining. We're getting Veer shit.
Everyone's gonna watch Monday Night Raw for Veer. It's gonna be one of the most highest rated viewers in a long ass time.
Dude, that's gonna happen. That is going to happen. You watch.
What's gonna happen?
This is gonna be the highest rated Raw in fucking years because everybody's gonna tune in to see if Veer shows up.
Or if Seth Rollins doesn't show up at all and he shows up on Monday Night Raw, it could be they're promoting Veer, but nope, just kidding. You're gonna get our surprise is Seth. I mean, it's Cody Rhodes instead of Veer.
Seth Rollins shows up dressed as Veer, has new gear.
No.
That would be funny.
Seth Mahan.
Oh yeah, they're also showing Mania in theaters, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, they are. Select theaters, actually.
Oh man, who was sitting in the theater for fucking 7 hours?
Well, you're only doing night 1, night 2.
So where shit.
Yeah.
Who's gonna do okay? I can do night 2, definitely.
I'm having people in the house for night 1.
So a no live reaction for night 1 then.
No, we gotta do something about night 1. We gotta do something.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll definitely
figure it out.
So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us here on what? Oh yeah,
Adam Woods will be your night 1.
Of course, they were.
Mania in theaters. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for he said drunk. Thank you very much for joining us here on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. We will see you guys on Wednesday for Real Wrestling, otherwise known as AEW. Speaking of AEW, did you guys hear the news?
What news?
Well, Supercard of Honor is going to be fucking lit.
Yeah, it's on April 1st.
You got the Briscoes defending the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships against FTR.
That's gonna be a good match.
They just announced Lee Moriarty versus Jay Lethal.
That's gonna be a good match.
Yeah, plus a few other exciting matches that are gonna be happening, man.
When the Rotunda is gonna return.
Jesus Christ.
That is the same night of SmackDown and Hall of Fame.
Yep.
It's also the same night as AEW Rampage.
Yep. Oh my God, so much wrestling going on.
So much
wrestling.
But they also haven't announced. They didn't announce this week's another Hall of Fame. We have what next Monday.
Hey, I'm just glad they announced that fucking Veer is going to be here on the 4th. I put that shit on my calendar on my phone. I'm like, Happy Veer Day. That's what I put down there. Happy Veer Day.
On my phone too.
Man, Can you imagine if Veer doesn't show up? People are gonna be so fucking pissed.
Can you imagine Veer winning the WWE Championship on his first day?
It has happened before.
Can you imagine?
Veer, U.S. champion.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
First international United
With
States
the $1
champion.
million
Right there.
elbow.
Yeah, the green belt.
No, first international United States champion was Miro.
Yes.
Remember, he's from Bulgaria.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Or the Russian Nightmare Nikita Koloff, but just saying. Know your history. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us here on the Monday night edition of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. And we will see you guys on Wednesday with some more cool shit. With that being said, this is your boys of franchise for Chemical Julian, for Anissa, and this dude that don't know shit about wrestling, your boy Shane. Yeah, enjoy your Monday, ladies and gentlemen, and stay safe and
Veer is coming.
like, share, subscribe.
Send me.